Good day, gamers. Purple Mentat here, bringing you episode 7 of my Terraria 1.3 Expert Let's Play. Last time, we went all the way left to the ocean and also found the dungeon over there. Finding the dungeon on the left tells me for certain that the jungle is going to be on the right. But before we set off for the jungle, we need to check on our mushroom farm, which, as you can see, the grass has grown all the way up the pillar and into the farm proper. So now we can work on expanding the farm to be more than one layer. Now, because I don't want vines to be reducing the efficiency of the farm, I'm going to need to leave 2 spaces between each layer and put down wood platforms. Also, because I know generally the length of the weaponry I'll have available to me to harvest it with later, I'm going to do 2 of these unwalkable layers for each walkable layer. So that'll be this layer and this layer I cannot walk on. And then this one I can. Excellent. That'll work out the way I want it to. I don't remember if you can afford to do a 3rd layer or not, but it's definitely not worth it to me because even if you can, that's going to be a fairly late game item that allows it. So, not really useful or functional early on. There we go. We are going to... Basically, this pattern here is going to be extended very, very far. I'll probably do 10 or 15, or well, 5 to 10 iterations of this pattern before I'm happy. And the reason so many is because the regular mushrooms, they just spawn randomly. There's no way to increase the odds that I know of at this time. And you're going to get a lot of this random grass that spawns in the same place. Ooh, look, blink root. Awesome. Blink root grows on random ungrassed dirt. Ungrassed, that sounds weird. Anyway, bare dirt. Blink root grows on bare dirt. How about that? Hang on. No. Walk. Not walk, not walk. Walk. Means I need the next one to be there. There we are. And then we can go 1, 2, 3, over. Platform. Just like that. And to demonstrate a little more, you can extend these a little bit and you can start to get an idea of what it's going to look like. And remember that this center pillar, once the grass grows all the way up, will be deleted. Well, not deleted, it will be torn down. So, there'll be plenty of space. Not walk, not walk. Oops. Need to go one more up than that. There we are. But yes, here's your general shape of mushroom farm. And there you have it. Just repeat that pattern a whole bunch. I'll get the rest of it completed off camera, because watching me sit here and place a whole bunch of blocks without anything new and interesting to say, not really the best content. So we'll get to that. Whoop. On my own time. I really wish I hadn't been recording during that. Alright folks, I'm gonna head off to the right, and once I can find something useful, probably on the other side of that crimson, I'll build another one of those little outposts. Once I find something cool and useful, I'll cut back in and show you what I found. See you then. One more thing before we set out, folks. I am up to 60 silver bars. Oh, that quack is so weird. Sometimes the ducks do a human-sounding quack. I need to do something about that pond. Get it filled up the rest of the way so that it stops doing that. Anyway, point is, I have 60 silver bars now, which means that I can craft the silver greaves and the silver chainmail and get the full silver set. Which gives me a total defense of 21, because 3 from the set bonus, 4, 7, 10, so 13 total from the silver armor, plus 4 from the armored shackle, and I believe, there we go, 4 from the stopwatch. Also, during that blood moon where I got the first shark tooth necklace, I also got a menacing shark tooth necklace for an extra 4% damage. Now I'm going to hang on to the gypsy robe, and I'm going to keep that equipped because I really like the look of the reflective gold gypsy robe with the purple ooze, mysterious cape, and peddler's hat. Peddler's hat, by the way, is a vanity item that only gives you that appearance. And the mysterious cape, also vanity item. But you can put it into any of your accessory slots and have it show up that way. So, pretty cool. Alright, now I'm off, heading to the right. Okay, folks, I have found the opposite side of the Crimson to the right, and this is the surface level jungle, which is awesome. All kinds of jungle wood and really cool background music. And also, more importantly, mud. Jeez, I hope I managed to mute the mic before I sneezed just then. Moon glow, thanks to it being night, means I can collect moon glow seeds, which will be very useful. There's a lot of good potions that use moon glow. And also another observation I've had as I've been going through this. Two, actually. One, the various rocks that you find just kind of lying around on the grasslands, those are your source of worms. You're going to want to destroy those rocks. And then use what you find. And then you should find worms crawling out of them. And just use your bug net and catch your worms. Two, the various strange flowers, the strange plants, they seem to grow in different biomes. At least if I'm understanding this correctly. Like, let me show you after I get rid of this jungle bat. They're a little hazardous to your health, but not the worst thing ever. Alright, so the strange plants. I have 1, 2, 3 of them here. They all look different, and I bet each one of these gives me a different type of rare dye. I could be wrong, but maybe I'm not. Anyway, wow, where am I? There we go. Oh, look, and there's a demon eyeball down here. Nasty. And I seem to have a feral bite. Increased damage, decreased life regen, cause status effects. Excellent. So, now if you follow these jungle catacombs down, you will find the underground jungle, which can be a very dangerous place to be when you're still early in your career. I'm not going to be heading down there quite yet. I'm just seeing if there's any surface level chests and such. See, those snatchers? They're not the dangerous ones. Further down, you run into man-eaters, and those are bigger, nastier snatchers that have a lot more hit points, do a lot more damage, and are just, in general, bad news. So you want to be prepared before you go take those on. What do I have here? Darkness. Why? Who knows? Maybe because I'm in the jungle and it's dark here. Could be. Alright. So, we're gonna navigate our way through the jungle, see if I can find a ooh, speaking of surface chests, see if I can find- ow. I guess it's dead now. See if I can find a decent-sized pool, and if I can, then I'll do some fishing there for the fishing quest. And what do I got here? Recall potion. Ooh, climbing claws! Yes! Love these things. Do I have to wear them, though? That's the question, because these don't have a bonus on them. I think I do. Well, I wonder if I need to be wearing the book to be able to use their effect. Let's find out. Should be a real easy check. Yeah, it looks like I do. That's a shame. Because that's the least useful of the accessories I have. But you know what? I can just leave the book off as long as I have so much vine rope and just wait for later. When I need it, then I can put it back on. Lead bar. Whew. We'll leave the damaged boomerang. No one cares about the damaged boomerang. So yeah, I'm gonna do some exploring. I'm gonna see if I can find any goodies in these overworld chests, or these overland chests. Seems that the Crimson and the Jungle are competing for space, which is a bit of an issue. It means that once I activate hard mode, I'm not gonna have a jungle anymore. So I'm gonna have to make sure that I set up a jungle preservation reserve before I activate hard mode. For certain. The jungle preservation reserve's not very hard to make. You just need to get your hands on some of the... Ooh, look, see? There's one of those, Ah, come on. I saw it. Sluggy. Why can't I pick it up? Oh, I'm out of inventory. That's why I can't pick it up. Silly me. Alright, where is my trough? 7. Click. Click. Quick stack. And that got me the bit of space that I needed for Sluggy. 25% bait power. I also found a golden worm with 50%, which is nice. Anyway, to make the jungle preserve, you're going to need to get your hands on some jungle grass seeds. Again, found in the underground jungle. Alright, I'm going to click off and spend some time exploring around, and I'll see you folks soon. So, surprising absolutely no one, I died while I was out in the jungle. And then I checked with the angler just to be certain that I wasn't misreading things, and found out he's offering a new quest. So, depending on how exactly it works, and I'll research this later, when you die, it resets, or it resets every morning. I can most easily check this by waiting through a night, but I don't think I'm going to. Instead, I'm just going to get these moonglow seeds planted right here and here. And I'm going to head out and head straight for the tundra. But before I do, there's something very important I need to do. I need to actually make a fishing pole. I was going to be a sad, sad person if I got over there and realized I hadn't actually made a fishing pole yet. Reinforced fishing pole made with any iron bar, which includes my lead bars. Bam. Now I'll actually be able to fish. Yeah, that helps. Alright, so let's head over to the tundra, and we'll fish ourselves up a quest reward. And maybe I can catch that butterfly before we do. Yes, come here, butterfly. Butterflies can be fantastic bait. Some of them are amazing. This one does not want to cooperate, though. I would shoot it down if it would help, but it won't. Come here, please. Yes, yes. No. Got it. It was a Julia butterfly. It's only it's a 25%. That's as good as a worm. Excellent. All right, folks. See you. Oh, ooh, grasshopper. See you over at the Arctic tundra, where the next fishing quest is. All right, folks. I am over in the Arctic. Well, at least it says I'm in the ice biome, so I'm going to assume that this is. You know what? There's another pool that's about the same size. That's a little bit further in. We'll fish from here. If you are actually in the water, even if it's over here, you can't catch anything, at least according to the wiki. That water bobber will sit there and not bob for as long as you're there. Hop up out of there, and there you go. Now, you don't always use your bait every time. There's only a chance that your bait will be expended, which is very useful with the more rare and powerful baits, because you can get multiple casts out of each. Atlantic cod. That's not what I was hoping for. So I'm going to be here for a bit, just casting the pole in, or casting my rod into the water, pulling up whatever I get. Wooden crate. That's exciting. Crates are some of the more useful things you can get. And actually, as long as I'm out here, it makes sense to kind of make a bit of a fishing hut. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to... Probably going to want to expand this area later, too. We'll deal with that later. Here we go. Money trough. We're going to grab ourselves some wood. And I'll pretty this up off camera, but the basic idea is making use of wood to build myself an area that monsters cannot get in, but I can still fish from. So that I don't have to keep distracting myself to kill things that are trying to kill me. Or, in the case of slimes, not trying, but will accidentally kill me if I allow them to. But yeah, now I've got a nice little enclosed area. Do some fishing. It'll be good. Well, that went rather fast. Here's the Tundra Trout quest item already. Fantastic. Get some of this stuff put away so I can show you the other goodie that I picked up while I was here. This wooden crate. This time, it contains an extractinator, an iron ore, and 2 journeyman bait. Where did the journeyman bait go? Oh, here it is. 30% bait power. Fantastic. The extractinator is something that I was really hoping to get as soon as possible, and finding it in that crate is an amazing first pull. Like, that's the very first crate I've opened on this world. I don't know if that's rare or not, but that is fantastic. So, let's head over here, and I'll show you what the extractinator can do for us once I get back home, and we turn in that quest. Alright, I am back at base, and we're going to set the extractinator up here somewhere. Yeah, right here. Now, the extractinator allows you to turn slush, silt, and maybe also ash blocks into useful resources. You do so just by selecting it and then clicking it on there. And as you can see, money is coming out. Also, ores, gems. It's, as far as I know, the only way to get the amber gem, which, as far as making the various staves or magic staves are concerned, is second only to iron and ruby, and is also used for a few other really neat things that only amber can do. It's used to make a couple of potions and such. But as you can see, I got platinum, tin, copper, tungsten, all kinds of different ores, and about 70 silver out of just 52 silt. So that's pretty cool. And, I mean, it gives you a use for otherwise potentially useless blocks. And that is just fantastic as far as I'm concerned. Alright, let's hand in this quest for the tundra trout. Hey, angler. Quest. Servant in training. Achievement get. And, I think I just got, I think I just got money for that, but I got quite a bit of money, like a whole gold. Not seeing anything else that seems particularly new in my inventory. But I might have missed something. Oh well. If I did, it'll show up. Oh, how about these 3 sonar potions that I was just given? Yeah, that'll do it. Fantastic. So let's go double check this thing and make sure that I had it right. I'm probably... Oops. Extractinator. Silt, slush, and fossils. There you go. Fossils, huh? I imagine those are found in the desert, aren't they? Okay. So, not actually ash. I'm sure there's something you can do with it, though. Alright, so will you give me another quest immediately, or do I have to wait until tomorrow? You are done. The Grand Bobby dismisses you. Alright, yep, it's only every day. I wonder if I get access to something that'll let me speed up the day-night cycle in the future. Certainly hope so. Anyway, I know that I'm going to be needing to do quite a few fishing quests, so that'll definitely end up being a daily chore. Okay. Let me make some plans to travel further to the right and actually set up an encampment this time. And we'll go get some work done in the jungle and check the other ocean for some ocean chests. Alright, folks, I'm back at base sorting out my good... Ooh, speaking of goodies, there is some bloomed moonglow. We're going to get that replanted immediately. Hoping for more seeds than that, but I'll survive. Alright, so I have 2 of the same looking strange plant in my inventory, and 2 more strange plants hanging out in my piggy. Whoops. I should put the sonar potions somewhere else. Oh yeah, I also got this old shoe while I was fishing. If you fish in water that is too small of an area, then you'll end up with trash. But it's not the worst thing in the world. Where was I? Right, I was going to trade this strange plant to you. And it gives me reflective copper dye. And then the next one that looks exactly the same gives me reflective obsidian dye. So my theory that the different looking strange plants are going to spawn in specific biomes and give you specific dyes, completely wrong. You just get random dye. Deal with it. Figure it out as you go. Alright, reflective obsidian, not reflective metal. You know what? I believe I already have some reflective metal in there. Yep, and acid, and yeah. Some of the dyes went away anyway. Where was I? Reflective copper I don't care much about. Reflective obsidian, on the other hand, I bet this will look cool. Yeah! Is that like a dark purpley reflective color? Am I seeing that right? You tell me. Anyway, I'm gonna make use of it, along with this, reflective gold. Reflective gold and reflective obsidian. I like it a lot. I'm getting all of the cool dyes today. Pretty happy about that, actually. Right, and I need to close that, and I can craft up some pink dye from the pink prickly pear. Oh, it was the blueberries. It was the blueberries that went away. I'm just gonna go ahead and craft all of the dye items that I get into dyes, and then stock them all up that way. Oh yeah, and I've got reflective silver dye as well, which we'll take a look at. Yeah, it looks exactly the way I would expect. I wish I could make a bright reflective silver. That might be worth it. Bright silver on the cloak, though, does look kind of nice, but it's still a very gray color, and not as shiny bright as I want it to be. So, let's check out what's next. Pretty much waiting for morning. 4:30 a.m. in the game being morning. Not that I have anything that'll show me the exact time. I guess I could make a clock. That's an idea. But once I have the next quest, I'll head out towards the right. And, oh, let's show you what we can do with these fish. The fish are actually really cool on their own, even ignoring the fact that you get some really cool things from the various crates. But fish can be cooked into cooked fish, 20-minute duration with an improved life regen and minor improvement to all stats. I believe all of the fish can be cooked into that. All you need to do to get cooked fish is head over to your fire source of choice. And, oh, I thought that's all you needed to do. Alright, hang on. Good Sir Guide. What have I need for cooked fish? Requires cooking pot. Oh yeah, I forgot all about that crazy thing. Because I rarely cook anything. But, now that you can fish, you can cook a lot more stuff. So let's make a cooking pot. Crafted from 10 of any iron and 2 of any wood. We'll set that over here, up in the merchant's room. Yeah, why not? I should put it in the fisherman's room, because that would be the smartest place to put it. And yeah, we will make cooked fish. 3 cooked fish to add to our collection of buff potions. Alright, folks. See you soon. Well, this is going to be a fun experiment. I need to get the bloody meteor caught in the crimson biome. However, I've got a really good idea on how to go about doing that. So, we're going to go over and we're going to play with some of the Terraria troll physics to make this happen. See ya when we get there. Oh, but first, before we take off, we are going to grab something out of the potion materials chest. We have a number of fallen stars in there, which when you combine them with your night crawlers, your worms, you get the enchanted night crawler for a 35% bait power, which is significantly better than the 25% the worms give on their own, and almost the best bait that I have, but not quite. We'll probably make use of the best bait that I do have in the hopes of getting the crimson fish quickly and not having to spend a lot of extra time there. So yeah, see you soon, folks. Alright, here we are, folks, at the edge of the crimson. Should be just crimson enough for what I need. And we're going to assemble that bit of Minecraft troll physics not Minecraft, Terraria troll physics I was telling you about. So, when you drop a water bucket directly over a split block, well, you end up with some of it going down and some of it staying in the block. Enough that you can scoop another water bucket out of it. And once you get a little quick at this, you can generate infinite water from a single water bucket. It's a little bit better if you don't have 2 spots for it to flow into. But yeah, this is basically going to allow me to fill up this entire pool. And then I'll be able to fish in it. And it should be enough water for me to avoid most of the junk. Now, I'm a little concerned about the fact that it's still snowing on screen. And also the fact that I have a limited amount of time to do this in. But that's not going to be a problem. I think that I will be able to get this full long before the sun resets to the next day. Then I'll be able to get that bloody meteor or whatever it was. And we'll have another fishing quest complete. Hopefully with a cooler reward than a sonar potion. So, I'm going to go spend some time scooping up a bucket of water, pouring half of it into the world and half of it into a reservoir, and then scooping up another bucket of water. Also, you can do this a lot faster with a single bucket if you just hold down the button right at the top of here. So you do occasionally want to let the water settle. So maybe click it about this speed instead. I don't know if that's actually useful or not, or if you get the best speed just holding down the button. Either way, it's very easy to turn one bucket of water into an infinite water source. And this doesn't only work with the water, it works with any liquid. So lava, honey, they can all do this. Some of them are a little more viscous and flow slower, so you can't do it quite that quickly. So be a little cautious. Also, well, there's a more automated way to do this in the future that we'll get to when we're able to. It'll be fun. Alright, back home to examine our spoils. First, the quest. 2 fishing potions and 1 gold. Fantastic. Next, we have a few actually, no. First, we found something really cool. The Zephyr fish. Check it out! Oh, good, it equipped itself in the pet slot. Fantastic. We can make it invisible if I want. We can also give it some cool dye, so let's see what we can do with the Zephyr fish. I'm thinking that reflective silver Zephyr fish sounds neat. It does look like it's made of steel. That's cool. How about reflective copper? Oh, that's not bad. Reflective metal? Nope. Not enjoying that. Negative dye. Someday I'll find a use for that, but today is not that day. Alright, I'm gonna have a purple ooze fish following me. Or actually, I've got one more of these reflective obsidians. Nah, purple ooze fish. There we go. Awesome. Or maybe the reflective gold. Nope, purple ooze it is. Awesome. Alright, now we have a handful of crates that I'm going to... Oh, well, actually, first, I'm going to cook up the trash fish that I have. Because this cooked fish well-fed buff is really nice. There we go. 8 more of that. Yes! That's awesome. And now I've got Hemo Piranha and Crimson Tigerfish that are materials. We'll check those out in a moment. First, I want to open the 4 wooden crates. Some silver. A Hunter Potion, an Extractinator, and more silver. More Hunter Potions and Apprentice Bait. More Apprentice Bait and some tin and a handful of lesser mana potions. Not bad. Let's convert some of that into cash, because not all of that is useful. Like the Apprentice Bait. I'm not going to use that. I can get worms. And so anything less than... Really, that's what it comes down to. Anything less than a 25% is probably... Darn it. Probably not worth using. Keep hitting the wrong button. B is to use all of your buffs, so now I've got Hunter and Fishing and Night Owl and all of that stuff that I really don't need at the moment. Oh well. Quick sec. There goes my bucket. Put our fishing rod away. And we're going to get rid of the butterflies that are under 25%. Bomb fish. It's ridiculous. We have bombs in the shape of fish. And put our night crawlers away too, because we're going to save those for the next time we need a quest fish. Yeah, there we are. That's a little better. And now we can sell off the butterflies. Oh, wow, these are actually worth a good bit of cash. And the grasshoppers. As well as the tin ore. Go away, acorn. I've got too many of you already. The extra extractinator. Ooh, those are 2 gold apiece. That's nice. Keep you. Right. Looks like I've cleaned out... Oh, 10 bars. There we are. Now I've cleaned out all of the room that I can. Iron Crate gives us 3 Flipper Potions and 12 Mana Potions. And the Crimson Crate, this is the one I'm most excited about. Come on, help me! 10 Healing Potions and 9 gold. I mean, the 9 gold's cool, but 10 Healing Potions. I was really hoping for something more exciting than that. Bam. Well, we're certainly good on healing potions for a bit. We're up to 40 now. Awesome. So now we're going to go check out what the guide says I can do with Hemo Piranhas. I can make Rage Potion. Increases critical strike chance by 10%. Needs Deathweed. Okay, that's cool. And the Tigerfish are used in Heart Reach. Increases pickup range for life hearts. That's really useful. And it's just Crimson Tigerfish and Daybloom. That's definitely going to be in my... Well, both of those are going to be used for my boss fight potion set. I'm going to end up with so many potion buffs. I wonder if there's a maximum number of buffs. I'm going to have to research that, check it out in the wiki and see, like, is there a limit to how many buffs I can have on me at any one time? If so, then I might have to get a little bit more selective than all the buffs, which is what I'm currently planning. As much fun as all of the buffs would be, well, there might be limits. So I'm probably going to do a couple more of the fishing quests over time, but I'm not going to do them right now. Instead, I'm going to start actually working on getting to that other ocean and seeing if I can find anything over there. So, see you soon. Well, I was on my quest to the right to find the other ocean, and I have found one of the 2 meteors that has spawned in this world. We're just going to build a quick platform to run by it because I'm not prepared to deal with meteor heads that hit for 50 damage. Yeesh. But I'll definitely be back here, especially since it's in a nice, easy to undermine area. Yeah, it's going to be a little harder to do solo, but that meteorite is definitely going to be very welcome. In fact, I might make that the next project. Unfortunately, the meteor heads, they can just go ahead and go through walls. They don't care. So, I kind of wish I had some anti-fire potions before I did that, but that's not really an option. I'm going to spend some time mining at this, and this meteorite down here is what I'm after. Unfortunately, actually with the sand, that makes it worse, in a way. Because I'm going to have to dig out all of the sand to get at it. Oh, and the meteorites are not knocking back as hard as I'm used to them doing. Well, that sucked. Alright. Alright then. I guess I head back and I forgot to build an outpost. My bad. Anyway, we're running out of time for today. I think between episodes I'm going to go back and I'm going to mine that meteor. And when I come back, then we'll be able to see what kinds of cool stuff we can make with it. So thank you very much for joining me, folks. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, please leave me a note telling me what you liked and leave a thumbs up on the video to help me out. If you have not, leave me a thumbs down and tell me what you didn't like. If you don't tell me what you didn't like, then I can't help you. I won't know what your actual feedback is. I'll just have a random, I'll just have a random thumbs down and no idea why. Wow, this glowing mushroom, that is fancy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That is awesome. Sorry, I got distracted. Glowing mushroom die, best die. I am happy. I am very, very happy. Yeah. Awesome. So yeah, let me know what you think. See you next time.